In this class, we are going to learn about selection modifiers, and we will also learn some more selection tools. The tools we are going to learn in this class are called artificial intelligence tools. So where can you find that? You can find here. There are three tools here: object selection tools, quick selection tool, and magic wand selection tool. And this one, object selection, will be available if you are using Photoshop CC 2020 or later version. Okay. Before that, this tool wasn't introduced. So you should have CC latest version to use this tool. The first tool today we'll learn about is object selection tool. So I just select that. Here, this one is activated and mode is rectangle. Now, what is mode? There are two modes available, rectangle and lasso. If you click on rectangle, you can click and drag and you see the rectangle will be made for the selection. And if you have lasso, that means you can do freehand selection like this and you will be able to make selections. So whatever is comfortable in whatever situation you are in and whatever images you are selecting. So here I'll choose rectangle for now. Just click here and drag around your main subject like this. And when you release the mouse, you see the selection will be made automatically. It will actually find edges, contrast between the main character and the background, and it gives you nice selection. But of course, this is artificial intelligence tool, so obvious it will not give you perfect result. And it will calculate according to the colors on pixels. And let me just select this one and zoom in. For example, see, these are not selected. These areas are not selected. Other things are absolutely fine for me. So let's add this one. So how you can do that? So we will have polygonal lasso tool, add to selection, subtract to selection, because I want to subtract this, not add. So just select like this. And this is subtracted. Same thing we'll do here. And I'll take hard edge here. Okay, and I'll do subtraction here. All right, then you have a problem here, a little bit here. And I have something like this. So I want to add this part a little bit here. Okay, so the selection is made, but here I want some more improvements. So either if you are happy with the selection, you can go ahead with it. But if you want to improve it more, especially at these areas, then you click on select and mask. When you click here, a new window will pop up, and here it will show you that what is the original image and what you have selected. So here it's all okay, but here I want to add this. So how you can do that? So first thing, I'll choose smoothness. Okay, and here you have these two brushes. This one is brush tool, this one is refine brush tool. So I will select the brush tool and I'll add the areas here first. Like this, you add the areas like this. All right. That's nice. And then I'll add refine edge tool. And I'll brush it with this one here. Like this. And it will try to find a nice contrast between this hair and the background, and it will give best to select the hairs. That's fine for me. Just place and press OK. All right, now whatever it is, these things we can remove later. For now, I just press Ctrl J, and you see you have something like this. Okay, and I think I have some problems here. Let's solve it this one. So I just press undo again and select and mask again. And I will like to add again with hard brush. Add first. I want to add you. Okay. Now I'll do this. Here is the transparency. You can see like this also. So you will see exactly what you are getting. And I'm happy with the result here. See, here we need to do these things, keep it as it is. You can erase it later. Here we need to concentrate on these hairs. I'll just go here again, choose this part. Choose little softer brush, refine each. Okay, this is better. So at least you have these hair strings here. And these all are safe. This is fine for me. Okay, I'll keep this thing as it is. So I can change this letter and color corrections, you know. It's fine. Click OK. And you have it. Take eraser tool and just erase what you don't want. That. So if I have a new layer, I press Shift F5 and I'll choose 50% gray. And you see you have a selection. And here I'll just, I'll just erase what I don't want. And while erasing, make sure the opacity should be like around 30 to 40% only. It should not 100%, otherwise it will erase everything. And you can just merge your image with the background like this. Better? This is how you can make selection with object selection tool. And here we use select and mask to get these details back. Okay. Now you have some jitters here. Like if I would have selected this one with polygon lasso tool, maybe I would not have got this issue here, right? But with artificial intelligence tools, you will always have these issues. So how to solve these things? So let's see this thing on another example, and we will solve these issues. Here, actually, this is a problem, but this is looking nice because we have pixels like this. So it got actually selected in that way. If you want to solve it, then you can just take the polygon lasso tool and select straight selection and just erase this thing. Okay. Let's use another image and try to use another selections, and then we will use selection modifiers on that. Look at this one. Okay. Now here, let's use magic wand because we have almost white everywhere, but you can see that you have reflection of white on this watch, and this is extreme. See, so then what you will do, so let's try to select this. So when I just rename this, click here, and you have this white area selected. Right now when you click here, it actually selected this, and I want this, and I don't want background, I want watch. So you need to invert the selection, and for that you can go to select and inverse. The shortcut is Ctrl+Shift+I. Now the watch is selected, and when you press copy, duplicate, Ctrl+J, sorry, and you see you have this. Now let's just create a new layer here. Press Shift F5 to fill 50% gray here. And you can see we have this white thing. Not only that, but you also have this jitter in the selection. The reason when we use magic wand or when we use this object selection, it is selecting automatically, right? So they never give you hard edge like we always have with polygon lasso tool. So here we will use modifier to smooth this result. I again undo. Okay, and after, when you are happy with the selection with the magic wand, zoom and see where are the issues. Now here is the issue. You can see it's not straight. You have jitters here. So how you can make it straight? You should go to select, and here you have modifier, and you should use smooth. And if I choose like sample radius 10 pixels, when I press OK, you see it's making it more better. I still have issue here. So maybe I'll go again, smooth 10 pixels. And this is okay. I mean, this is the maximum what this can do, but you can see it is improved, right? Now, if I press Ctrl J, select a new layer, shift and F5 with 50% gray, fill the color, and you see much more better than the last one. You can see there is no jitter, especially in this area, there is no jitter. And the selection is fine. Same thing also when you have done selection here, you can do smooth. So you will also have this thing, right? Here I didn't do, the reason was these hairs. So if I do 10 pixel inside, maybe this would have removed by the artificial intelligence tool. So here I will definitely do with the polygon. Okay, so you can just X selections what you don't like, if you don't like, and you can delete it. See, and you can have a nice selection like this. So you select everything and delete. Or there is one more way. Select this and go to the blur tool. Take the blur tool with 10% strength and just blur the edges, and it will make it less visible jitter and will make it more straight like this. So when you see, it won't visible that way. Okay, or you can select the lasso tool and delete it. But at this surface, when you have smooth surfaces, you can easily select, and if you choose blur tool and you paint here, this becomes more smooth and more blend with the background. See, like this. So now it won't look like it is you are actually cutting this from any other background and placing here. So I always, when I cut images, and if I take it on the background, I always blur edges, so it should not look like it is cut. You can see the improvement. See, only edges, remember, do not blur the main object. And even the blur should be very less, like 10% or 20% at some images maybe. You can see now it makes proper curve here. Because of this blur, the hardness is gone. You can see this, now see this. See? And done. And you see, you have a nice selection with magic wand. So you can see, now you have nice result. Magic wand along with the selection modifier smooth. Let's have a look at this product. And let's select this one with our another tool, which is quick selection. I'll choose this one, the first one, smoothness. Okay, it's not hard. Brush tool is not hard. You can increase the brush tool size with open and close brackets, and I just draw around. Just move, just click and move around, and it will make selection. Okay, here I'll add, press Alt for minus, and you see it will minus this part, minus this. Now you will face obviously some issues here, and you need to solve it manually. You will only get maximum result with it, but most of the part you have to do it manually. Okay, let's just use the smooth tool and see if it can give you a good result here. Now here I have issue which I would like to solve with polygon lasso tool, add to selection, and just add from here. Because this is here, because of the white light looks like so feathery that this artificial intelligence tools do not actually select it. So you need to do few things, obviously, every time manual when you are using any of these tools. It won't give you perfect result which you can just click and use. So never depend on this. Like this you need to do. See, all good. Then see here, wherever there is issue, you need to do it manually. Here I need to do these things manually. Then let's come here. That's fine here. This one, I don't like it. Then here I can add this area, so it will make this thing proper curve. Here it's all fine. Here I need to add this. And we can have this. Every time it's not necessary that you will have these issues, because maybe sometimes you have nice hard edge object, and in that case obviously you won't have to do things like this, because if you have hard edges then it will make proper selection, but even in that case you will have jitters, and that will be solved by smooth selection. Now when I press Ctrl J, I have a new layer filled with 50% gray, and you see the object is selected. Now here I have issue. Yeah, here I can see the issue. So I can select this and I can remove it manually. And that's done. Here also I'm having issue of this feather. So maybe press Control click here. I have this. If I press Control Shift I, that is invert selection. Okay, and let's just press delete and see if this gone. Yeah. Press 2-3 times delete. And now it is gone. That's it. And the project the product is selected. You can have blur tool then, and you just blur the edges. Okay, and everywhere, not just few places, all around, and it will blend with the background. Okay, almost done. And that's it. So this is how you can do selection with a smooth modifier. This will activate only when the selection is activated. Now, let's say that I want this gray background light on this. Okay, there are many ways to do that. We will do this with selection modifier. So how you can do that? Select the layer, press Ctrl and click on the thumbnail, and you will be able to select this thing. Then go to the select, modify, and create border. Right? What this will do, when you click on border, and let's say I want 5 pixels border. So you zoom in, you can see it is creating a border like this. Okay, and this is so small, so I'll undo. I'll go here and I'll create border again with like 20 pixels. This is fine. Then what you can do, you can go to the background, whatever background you are choosing here. It's not about only gray, but whatever background you are having, select this, press Ctrl J, and you see we have a border. Okay, now how we can use this? So we can put this border on top of this, and you can see we have reflection of the background. This I can select this. I can go to the filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and you see something like this. And press OK, and it will feel like it is there. Right? As soon as you can have a light all around from the background. So this is how you can use border selection modifier. Okay, and we learn how we use this thing smooth, but let me show you one more thing here. Let's say I want to cut more whiteness from this. Okay, this white line, I want to reduce more. How we can do that? So press Ctrl and click. Press Ctrl and click on the thumbnail to activate the selection. Go to the selection modifier, and here you have two things: expand or contract. If you say expand, you can increase the selections like this. See, for some reason, if you want to expand, but here we are going to use contract, like 2 pixels. See, so it is now 2 pixel inside. And when I press Ctrl Shift I, which will make invert selection. So invert selection means whatever outside this main selection will be selected. So go to select, invert selection, and you see when I press delete, this outside part will be deleted. Right? So when you delete, you see now you have more of this. The white part is gone here from the edges. And then now you can blur this. All right, blur all around. And we can do the same thing here. Like select this, go to the selection, modify border, 20 pixels, like this. Select this thing, press Ctrl J, take this up, apply Gaussian blur. Okay, see? So now this white is not there, but it looks like it is there on the gray background. See here, it's blending. Okay, so this is how you can use selection modifiers. Now let's do here also the same thing. Selection, modify border, 20 pixels. Select this, Control J, take this up, and Gaussian blur. And I think here we need more blur, so I'll go to the blur and increase it. Okay, and you see here the light, right? And I don't want here, so I can delete. That's it. And here you can decrease the opacity. So it feels like the gray light is coming on the shoulders and on the face and here. Let's see here. Okay, these things here I can delete. Brush tool 100% opacity. See, so this edge will not be visible. I've got what I wanted on the body. That's it. And you can see this. So here also you have the light now from the background. Okay, so this is it. Enough for today's class, and I'll see you in the next session.